Hey sis, hey, welcome to the Must Be the Mental podcast with Shar. This is the space where Black women come to heal, be seen, and stop suffering in silence. I'm Shari McAlpin, licensed therapist, speaker, and your mental health bestie. I'm pulling back the curtain on the mental health struggles. We don't always talk about them, but we definitely feel them. From high functioning anxiety to heartbreak, people pleasing, burnout, and boundaries, we're unpacking that emotional weight we've been carrying and learning right here how to put it down. This isn't just a podcast, sis. It's a movement. It's a safe space, and it's definitely a soft landing for those of us who have been called the strong ones. Because let's be real, if you're asking, what's wrong with me? What happened? It must be the mental. So grab your favorite beverage and let's talk about it. What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the Must Be the Mental podcast with your mental health bestie, Shar. Listen, we about to get into it, but let's get some fanfare going. Confetti and all. You know what? Let's talk about the real ish that's holding us back and the healing that can move us forward. I'm your therapist, your truth teller, and your reminder that you deserve more than survival. So grab your tea or whatever you're drinking, whatever's in your cup, your journal, your bonnet, whatever you need, and let's get into it. Let's start with a hard truth. Sis, you might be the problem. Okay, wait, hold up. Before you log off or roll your eyes, let's keep it a stack. This isn't about blame. It's not about shame. It's about awareness. I talk to you guys all the time about self-awareness. It's about recognizing your patterns, recognizing the things you need, holding it close to your heart, and being okay with your desires and what it is that is moving you forward. We also talk about what picked up for protection that is now keeping us stuck. The people pleasing, the overgiving, the way we apologize for taking up space. You know what that looked like every other 5 seconds. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Thank you. Being overly appreciative of things that are small and that you feel like you don't deserve, right? We didn't choose our wounds, but our healing, hey, healing is your choice. So let's break it down. What patterns are playing out in your life right now? What stories and narratives are you repeating that don't even serve you anymore? Let's take a breath. We peeling it back layer by layer. And guess what, sis? We doing it with love because it's not often that you get that space of validation, that space of grace, and that space of love. It's hard carrying the weight of being okay all of the time. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, how you doing? Oh, I'm okay. What do okay even mean? You ever look up and realize that you're exhausted? Not from what you're doing, because you could do most of the stuff in your sleep, but from who you are trying to pretend to be. Sis, that world is exhausting, and I've been there. So many of us struggle from the need to belong, to be chosen, to be enough. Remember being in like elementary school, middle school, when they was picking teams and you was just praying that you wouldn't be picked last? Or when you was just in general, that you were taught that love only came when you performed, when you got good grades, when your hair was perfect, when you was the right size, when you weren't overweight, like all those performative things. When you pleased or when you proved yourself, hey, listen, baby, that ain't love. That's survival. One of the things that I like to talk about, and after you hear this, make sure you go to faithsourcecounseling.com and do the attachment quiz. Let's talk about our attachments. Attachments can be anxious, always chasing love, avoidant, always guarding your heart, and putting up those walls so that people can't get in and hurt you. Fearful, wanting love, but fearing the exhaustive pain of it all because that has been your experience. These things sound familiar? These wounds show up in your friendships, your romantic relationships. And here's the zhush for sure. Even how you talk to yourself. Ask yourself, when I say yes, when I know that I need to say no because I don't have time for it, or shit, I just don't even want to do it. Am I abandoning myself? Who am I when I'm not being everything for everybody? Who am I when I'm trying to prove my worth to other people? Here's the tea, the real tea. The relationship you have with you, it sets the tone for every other relationship in your life. And let's get honest. Some of us have been outsourcing our self worth for so long, we don't even know how to validate ourselves, how to give ourselves grace, or even who we are in order to be able to validate ourselves. When we talk about patterns, we have to really sit down and figure what those patterns are. You got to take a pause, sit down, write it out, figure out what am I doing every day? Does it matter? Am I just doing these things for survival? Am I doing these things because I want to or because I don't know how to stop? What is your driving force of why you are doing the things that you are doing? Listen, I heard a story where you know how you gather around to do like Sunday dinner or Easter or a holiday dinner, and a new person, the son had gotten married, and his wife said, "Hey, why do you guys cut the back end off of the ham? I've never seen anybody do that." And everybody was like, "It's just the way that it's always been done." So they got to thinking, and the mother called the grandmother and was like, "Hey, do you know why we cut the back end of the ham off?" She like, "No, I never even thought about it. It's just what we do." She called the great grandmother. "Hey, listen, we was wondering what's going on. Why do we cut this ham like this? We cut the back end off all the time." The great grandpa said, "Hey, listen, that's just what we do. I don't know. It's been passed down from generation to generation." They finally called the great grandma and asked her, "Hey, listen, why do we do that?" She said, "Hey, it's because I only had a small pan and it wouldn't fit. So we started cutting the ham like that so it would fit in the pan." You see how patterns and things that are passed down sometimes don't even make sense in the new version or the new era that we're in. So here's where the healing gets active. The power pause. Before you say yes, pause. Is it is this coming from love or fear? Like I said before, are you doing it and saying yes because I genuinely have time, I want to, and I can afford to? I have the mental bandwidth to be able to say yes to you. Or are you just doing it out of fear? Fear that if I say no, then I no longer will have your love. Fear that if I say no, I believe that something horrific is going to happen to you and it'll be my fault. Whatever that fear piece is that what your yes is from? Affirm to rewire. Am I not required to shrink to be loved? My no is a full sentence and a sacred boundary. When you do journaling, journaling is so important. And I know a lot of people get it wrong when they feel like, oh, I hate writing. There are so many different ways that you can journal. You can color it out, go outside, take some pictures and paste them in, put some beauty on your phone, do a voice note. You don't have to only write, but make sure that you are figuring out and affirming and taking control over what version of you do you feel like you abandon or reject to be accepted by others? Coping strategies. And I'm giving you these because at the heart of it, I'm a therapist, but I also know that these things help us to move forward to our next best version. When you create a me first ritual, light a candle, dance in the mirror, take up space in your own day. And that doesn't require a lot, or does it require other people to participate. It can be a simple thing of getting in your car for lunch and going to get an ice cream. You see, things that celebrate you and the things that say, I'm okay with me. Um, Figure out what these triggers are. Check the wound and choose a different response to the trigger. Some people are stuck in those triggers because the narrative is the only story that they have to tell. And if I get rid of that and I get healed, I don't have a story to tell, so I don't have anything to keep me stuck in this space. Mirror talk? For sure. And it sounds easy, but look yourself in the mirror every single day and say, I don't need to earn love today. I am love. Even if you don't believe it, the more you say it, the more it gets in your heart. And the more I say that it is a mind, heart, mouth connection, right? It's in your mind, you get it stuck in your heart, it automatically comes out of your mouth. What does the Bible say? What you believe, you say. It comes out of your heart. Whew. When we talk about being soft, sometimes people confuse that with laziness, not wanting to do work, not putting in effort. Soft work is even harder than the actual struggle. This is where we sit in it. Healing isn't linear, and self love isn't always cute. It's about your identity. If your worth has always been tied into doing something, who are you when you rest? So many times I want to get my clients to take a break, a mental health break, even 1 or 2 weeks, and it is like pulling teeth because we've been taught for so long. You go to work, you have the mindset of if you work hard enough, you put in the effort, you're going to get the things that you need or deserve in return. However, some of us have been working since we were 12, and it has been a nonstop uphill battle without the results that we felt were promised or the blueprint. So, taking that mental health break, that pause to really feel out who you are, what you like, what things make you feel good is essential. Who are you when nobody is clapping? Like we have this false narrative that our people, our friends should show up for us whenever we do things or when a celebration is in order. It's not always going to happen. So you have to be okay with celebrating yourself, with clapping for yourself, and understanding that you are the most important part of that sentence. You. You don't owe anyone a watered down version of you. You don't have to earn love by betraying yourself. You don't have to be perfect to be powerful. It's given, we think self indulgence is a bad thing. Anything that is overworked or overextended is a bad thing. But when you actually know what you believe in, what your worth is, what your power is giving whole woman healing. When you make space for grief, not just grief of others, not just grief of loved ones or partners, it can be grief of relationships, grief of the old you who kept being in survival mode, and now this new you is popping out, pop, pop, and showing these people, Let's honor that. Let's honor her. Let's think and thank of her. Let's let her rest. Give her this version of you. You've done settling. You've done explaining yourself. You are done explaining yourself to others. You are done trying to be seen by others. You're done with trying to have people understand you when they are hell bent on not understanding. So you take yourself in this cycle and circle of, I want to make people understand me. If they don't want to understand you, let them. That's not your people. Choosing you and being soft is a strength that nobody taught us. We had to figure that out by ourselves, and that's part of the game. Here's the bottom line. You're not crazy. You don't talk too much. You're not too much. You're not behind. You are unlearning behaviors that have been placed on you for years, and you didn't understand how they fit into your newness, your realness, the person who you are meant to be. You are remembering, you're rising. Sis, you might be the problem. But here's the thing that sets my heart on fire for you, bestie. You're also the answer. You get to interrupt the cycle. You get to get off the hamster wheel. You get to redefine your softness. You get to redefine who you choose to be. You get to choose peace over performance. And listen, your softness, baby, that's a whole power in itself. We have been taught to believe that we are non-human, and we teach those same things to our children, to other people. When you go in the bathroom and you shower and you are in there crying because you don't want your kids to see you crying, that teaches them that you aren't human and that emotions don't come from you. You teach people when you say that you are okay when you are drowning and you need help, that you aren't human, you're strong, so they keep pouring on you. This is the space where you get to say, I am a human being and I deserve to treat myself as good or even better as I treat other people. Let this be your starting point, y'all. We're not going back to pretending. We are walking forward even when that ground is shaky, with our heels on and our heads high. Let me tell you, I love it here. And this space for me has been a game changer. I want that same healing and love that I feel to be shared out in this universe so that we all are experiencing our next best. All right, y'all, you already know what I say. My faith soars amazing. And I love you for real, for real. If this felt like you are in the right space, share it, text your group chat, tag me, post the quote that made you say, shwoo. And most of all, take care of your mental. Next week, we are talking about emotional exhaustion. Why, when you feel drained, even after sleeping, how you can reclaim your energy. This isn't just rest. This is revolution, baby. Don't forget to follow the Must Be the Mental podcast with Shar. New episodes drop every month. We are doing healing, laughter, truth, and vibes. Until then, be soft, be whole, and keep becoming. It must be the mental, baby, because this ain't just vibes, it's healing.